Welcome to the house Roethlisberger built, Oxford, Ohio, on the campus of Miami University and home to the Redhawks. And we are looking forward to a fantastic game and a full house for this one. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Redhawks will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will be first on the attack. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Power football with the run. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield, it's Sperry. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Redhawks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Let's talk for a second about Miami of Ohio. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so,
picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To throw, it's Sperry. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Let's talk for just a moment about Western Michigan. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both. Touchdown Broncos! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He'll keep it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Redhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
The Redhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete to the left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's going to lose a yard on that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first.
Miami, Ohio, 0.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeps it on the bootleg. This time he's got his man. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down coming up. He's got it on the right. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. And the Redhawks are on the move. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Fires to the right. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
As a quarterback, going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Redhawks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. To the air, it's Berry. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the move at the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you've got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man quickly. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Redhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it on the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Redhawks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Bring in the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical. Up there, third down coming.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Redhawks will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
To the air, it's Sperry. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Looking left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
No, it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time on target. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Broncos are in the hurry-up. They'll try to get the first through the air. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
They're not into 3s. They want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Back to throw, it's Sperry. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Anderson with the carry. He breaks a tackle. Open space at the 25. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jackson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
One more snap coming before halftime. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Oxford. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. They start this.
Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The Red Hawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They'll run the screen.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to do it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for them 4th most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the 1st down.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Red Hawks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for him.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
The Red Hawks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers.
Touchdown, Red Hawks! Fit it in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Wake Forest. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The short hands, it's Avant. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And wings it incomplete.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They just can't come up with that one, setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
And the Broncos will punt this one away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game. So we're starting to get late.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off-play action. Got rid of it just in time. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Back to throw, it's Berry. Quickly out to the tight end. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. To the air on 1st down. Found a seam. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3.
mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Firing to the right, complete. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On the ground, it's Avant. Thrust that arm out. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult.
Touchdown, Western Michigan. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there and getting the sack.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to him.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
We'll take over. 1st and 10.
Let's go. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him.
Breaks into the open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Broncos just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to say.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in the goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. This time it's complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Redhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground, finding an escape route. There he goes. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
At the 31. And 1st down for the offense.
The Redhawks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Wants to throw on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish